What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider. The other day, I had mentioned that there were a couple of different Easter eggs that were in Assassin's Creed Shadows. They actually do this with every Assassin's Creed game. And we're going to look at a couple of the different Easter eggs that are in this game. Some are kind of obvious, some are not so obvious. They need a little more clarification, but I'm going to give you what we've got so far. And before we get started, if you like what you see, please, by all means, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. And we're going to get into what's going on with certain Easter eggs. So we'll start at the top. So over in the Izumi Setsu and Yamato kind of areas that are almost connected, you'll find an area called the Path of Secrets. Now, the Path of Secrets, you are supposed to follow this path. It's pretty wild. It's basically a test of your skills. And at the end, you'll find a chest that will have armor or something to that effect. However, if you go to this place, and obviously later on you can get that travel point, but you'll see a stone here, a boulder, that is very similar to what we see in Demon Slayer, where Tanjiro had to actually cut this boulder in half with his sword. You see it right here. That part of the game and that part of the anime was based on a real stone that actually is in Japan, mysteriously. Next up, we're going to come over to this region of Kii, way in the south. And you're going to see over in this area right here, you go to this Karega and you go directly across from it, close to the water. You're going to find a familiar campfire if you are a Souls player. So these campfires you'll see in the Dark Souls kind of series, where they've got a sword in a campfire and you're sitting on a log. That's how you rest, which is kind of cool. Next up, we have a Yasuke kind of Easter egg, which is pretty funny. Now, the poor samurai can't do a leap of faith. He actually lands in there and says all kinds of like crazy stuff as he's jumping. He even does a Pee Wee Herman reference where he says, "I meant to do that." And finally, he actually has one from Lethal Weapon. This is something that Danny Glover actually says in the Lethal Weapon series. He's getting too old for this crap, basically. And it's just a funny Easter egg to see with Yasuke involved. After that, we come over to this area over here, and you will find the Bloody Headwell, which actually, allegedly, exists over in Japan. And if you dive down, there's a chest surrounded by a bunch of skulls. And you can collect a certain sickle over here. It does poison and whatnot, which is pretty wild if you get it. It's good to use early on as you don't have any legendaries, but pretty wild place to be finding over here, you know? Really wild. After that, this is something that is not so obvious, and Ubisoft actually admitted that this is a fact. When you play as Noe and you run across certain things like this, certain areas where you're running across rooftops, especially the thin parts, and I'll try it again over here, you do a certain run that it doesn't exactly look like it to me, but maybe it looks like it to you. This is supposed to be a Naruto run. She's got her arm in the back. Although she has her other arm forward, they say that this was based on Naruto's run. It was influenced by it. So, I mean, I decided to include it. Let me know what you guys think, though. And finally, if you're over in this area, you cross the Lake Biwa, you go to this island here. It's just entirely infested by cats, which is an actual island and an actual problem that the island has. Not that it's a problem. Look how cute these little guys are. But you can go to this island in the game, and as you go around, you're able to pet the cats, and you can actually collect a bunch of different cats in this area. and bring them over to your hideout. You could have just an army of cats, dogs, deer, foxes, whatever. It's pretty wild, you know, just depending on which ones you pet and how often you have them, and if that's your thing, if you want to have a farm or a zoo. It's up to you. Anyway, those are the Easter eggs that we found. Are there any that you found? Are there any that I'm missing? Leave them in the comments below, and I'll do a follow-up video. I'll even give you a shout-out if it's something that I didn't see and I can obviously confirm. Anyway, that's all there is for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Yeah, yeet!